Hi, this is Eric with Diffuser.com, and in this video we're going to replace the fan in a Young Living Aria diffuser that was built. It's the second generation of Aria that's built just after 2018. So the way you can tell you have the newer model of Aria is that you don't have the silver ring around here. It's white all the way up to here. If you're ordering a fan on our website, make sure you look at the pictures and order the right fan, because they're a different size than the newer model. So to get started, we're going to go ahead and take the splash shield off, and we'll remove these 4 silicone feet. And I usually use a little flathead screwdriver to do that. Just pop them out. And the new version of Aria has a little power button on the bottom, so you don't need your remote, which is nice. And I'm going to remove these 4 screws. I'm going to do that with get this dome out of the way. Use an electric screwdriver for this. And once the screws are out, we can dump them out, keep them where you can find them. And then we're going to remove the bottom cover. Just sort of work your way around and pry it out. And then you'll see there's a connector for the disc here. We want to pull that apart. And so support this side and just give it a tug on these. You can tug you can hold this right here on these wires and pull. You're not going to pull them out of that. And then we're going to disconnect the infrared receiver from the board right here and set this aside. So the fan's in here. That's what we're going to focus on now. And to get to the fan, what we want to do is remove these 4 screws. And then kind of tilt this board over. And this is the fan. It does 2 things. It blows the mist out of the diffuser and it cools this transistor off. What we want to do is go ahead and unplug it. Remove these 2 screws. And set these aside because they're different. Make sure you keep them together. And remove the fan. What we're going to do is put the replacement in, and when we do that, make sure that the label is facing toward you. Okay. Put our hold that down and put our screws back in, and then reinstall the screws. And then plug the fan back into the connector. It only goes in one direction. So we got the fan installed. Then what we want to do is just make sure we're not pinching any of the wires, and set this down, set the board back down. It has little pins to index where it goes, so you know you have it in the right spot. And then we'll put these 4 screws back in. It's really important to make sure the fan is facing up, label towards you, so that it's blowing air this way. That means it's blowing air towards this to cool it off, and air into the cavity to into this area to blow the mist out of the dome. So we'll tighten these screws in. And then all we want to do is we want to orient this and plug in the infrared receiver right here. This is also indexed. These two little pins go down. We plug that in. It's 3 wires and not 2, so you know where that goes. And then plug the disc assembly in. Need 3 hands almost, but hold this side, give that a quick plug. That only goes in one direction. So that's all the wiring done. And then we want to line the power and audio cables towards this index here, and then push that in. I kind of put this in first and then slide this side down so it comes in nice and easy. Everything's flat, and then we return our 4 screws. Install the vent and the splash shield. Give it some water. And power. Cover on. Turn it on. We want to check to make sure that we're getting mist out of it as expected. And it looks good. So that's how we replace the fan in the newer model Young Living Aria diffuser. So that's the newer model. So the fan's a different size. Make sure that you confirm on the website which fan, which model you're doing. There's pictures to make sure that you're picking the right fan, and then and then you should be all set. So if you have any questions, just reach out to us, and click like and subscribe if you want to see more tips and tricks about diffusers and diffuser repair, and make sure to like the video, and thanks for watching.